let the guitar scream. We're talking wrestling, living the dream. From Tokyo to London, across the globe, respecting the craft, we're in the know. No gimmicks or fakes, just pure passion and skill. The best talents from every wrestling hill. We dive deep into the stories behind the ring. Respecting the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, respect the fight. We bring the best, we can't hide. Respect the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, respect the fight. We bring the best, we can't hide. We dive deep into the stories behind the ring. Respect the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, respect the fight. We bring the best.
And we are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 270, and we are joined once again here by our good old pal S.P.Andersen. What's going on, brother?
Howdy, my friend Raymond. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I cannot complain. We are live once again here, and again, it's always good to see the good old pal SP.
Yeah,
So-
I try, man.
But no, man, it's good to see you. It's good to see you also in good condition here because unfortunately, the last time I saw you, which it was supposed to be a good time. It was a little surprise. You didn't even know I was gonna be there
No.
at Devastation and Destruction. I made a little detour on my vacation, if you will, and was able to be there to call Dad's Day. And luckily, I was there because I was able to be the neutral, unbiased commentary that was needed with Mr. Aceta not being so much. I don't know about that guy. He's not too fond of USP. I don't know why.
Yeah,
don't get
no,
why.
he likes to wear a helmet in his spare time, so that's all that needs to be said about him. He's probably a Mets fan too, so
You know what? I agree with you there. That is probably what it is.
yeah, they got special schools for people like him. You know what I mean?
But no, again, it is good to see you. Again, we have to talk about that. Talk about the success that was Devastation and Destruction, at least partially success, because when it comes to you, when it comes to everything. But you know what? Let's get into that because we have a lot to discuss here with SB. With Devastation and Destruction, it was the huge collision between a real life kaiju and the American kaiju Jeff Noyes versus the NWA's own Wrecking Ball Legursky. Talk us through that and the successful night halfway through it.
Well, the King of the Monsters was in rare mode as he always is, and I guess Wrecking Ball took a little umbrage to me telling him he wasn't from the Steel City, and he gave me a big right hook. But I know a lot of people were worried about my baby, but she's right here. She's still working.
There we go. We love to.
Hello, Raymond.
Hey, and it
Hello,
works.
Raymond.
It is working. It is coming in loud and clear.
She's coming with me back to July 13th, baby.
There we go. We
But,
love to.
yeah,
see
the kaiju was looking good, and everything went well for us until after the match when Wrecking Ball again decided to put his hands on me, and for the second time at Titan, and there'll probably be no repercussions because there never is when anything happens to me. But
See, and that's what I was gonna bring up because, and again, you heard the call, you saw the after effects of it, and I tried. I was like, wait a second, why is no one helping here? There was no security, nothing, and just allowing that just a gigantic of a man, Wrecking Ball Legursky, to just pick you up over his head and launch you. Again, you are not a in-ring performer.
no, this wasn't Mount Olympus where I actually got in the ring voluntarily. This was me outside the ring, minding my own business. Trying to get Wrecking Ball's attention at the end of the match to let him know his boot was untied. I tried to tie it for him. He didn't appreciate that, and then he scolded me in the head with his hand.
See, so I was right. I told Alex, I'm like, you were just trying to look out for Wrecking Ball again.
You don't want him to trip and fall. It's dangerous in a ring. You got to make sure your boots are tied tight. So
See, that's why I told Alex to set. I was like, come on, man, look at that. SP, he's being a good pal. He's trying to help Wrecking Ball in the situation right there. And then
what else would I be doing? I mean, I'm not out to hurt anybody.
But again, it was quick when Samira was getting the situation she was in with the Deadly Sins. Alex was quick.
How quick they come out for other people. Isn't that interesting?
Like I said, it was such an injustice there to see. Again, no one wanted to help you. No one even helped you to the back.
Not the first time, Ray. I mean, let's count them off. And I know he's your T.O., but T.O. Mac was faking being hurt with some crutches a long time ago, and he beat me with the crutch. And then we had your other Pat. Wait a minute, these are all your friends. Anthony Gangone threw me in the thing. I don't even want to know the name of it because it hurts.
Well, that one again.
You shush. We got Johnny Moran when my leg was broken. Him and Aaron Roxas attacked me. Who helped me that night? Nobody. Me and Flash were laying on the ground helpless. And now we have Wrecking Ball Legursky putting his hands on me. So I mean, I'm okay. I can handle it. I'm tougher than most of the roster at Titan, so I can handle it. And Kaiju could handle it. And we got the win in the end. So you know what? It's worth the pain, right? It's worth the pain.
Got you. And again, it has been unfortunately a painful ride here at Titan Championship Wrestling for you. But again, the pain has been just because it still has led to an undefeated streak for the Kaiju himself, for the American Kaiju, for the King of the Monsters, for Jeff Noyes himself, because again, he's yet to be pinned or made submit here at TCW. And again, it continued after
the ambulance match, finagle. That was all BS. We had Face in the ambulance. We were both in there. Should have been a draw. But Face finagled his way out of the ambulance and shut the doors. So
like I said, it's yet to be at least pinned or submit. Like I said,
well, no one ever will pin the Kaiju. No one ever will. So and he won't because he doesn't know how to tap out. He never learned how.
Well, but
meaning of quit. So that's just never going to happen.
No, again, you definitely don't expect it from a man that size. Again, we saw it to see him be able to put down a man the size of Wrecking Ball. That was something that even for myself, again, I know what Jeff Noyes can do in that ring, but seeing it live in person, being able to call that match, it was a shocking sight to see, being that he was able to knock the Wrecking Ball down first.
It's one after another, Ray. It was Ryan Frost, wherever they dug him out of. Props to him. He's a big guy, but my God, he moved like a slug. He had La Bestia, young, and I think he's young. He looked young. I don't know, but I didn't see him that long because Jeff destroyed him. They throw E-Money Millie out there at him twice, and God bless E-Money Millie. The kid is tough as nails, but he's got no chance against the Kaiju. And anyone else they've put in his way. Now I don't know why they would do what they're doing to Jocko. I thought they liked Jocko. I don't understand this move by Titan, but again, they're not the brightest bulbs in a bunch sometimes when it comes to management. So
Again, I'm that as far as that I will not get into. Like I said,
I know you got to walk on the eggshells with T.O. Mac there. I know.
Well, I have to be. You know what it is again. I have to be, like I said, the actual neutral, unbiased broadcaster when I'm brought in. Again, services are always offered. TCW knows how to get in touch with me. Either member of management, be it Theo Mag, be it Billy, be it Charlie, whoever would like to speak to me, they know where they can get in contact with me. But again, I will be unbiased and remain again just bringing out all sides here.
Right, that's why I like you. You don't try to hide it or anything. You just tell it like it is. Nothing but respecting the craft. That's why this
of course
respect the craft, because that's all you do is respect the craft. So
at least it's what I try to. And again, I see it how I see it when it comes to calling matches and everything like that. Like I said, when it came to Devastation and Destruction, Dad's Day, seeing what was being done to you, again, I had to say it was unjust. That's why I wanted to have this conversation with you here today, because as we get closer now to this weekend and the festivities, as it's a double feature here, as you have two stacked events coming up this weekend, Friday and Saturday, with Mayhem on the midway and then American Spirit. But again, it feels like it's a little bit of, again, the ingest here, because I know Friday is more of a, would you say, more of a chosen event, if you will? Like I know it's a lot of,
It is. I mean, it's chosen pro wrestling on
yeah,
Friday. You know, you see PJ hide behind, you know, a weak title defense Savage right there. You know, you see the guys on the. There's some impressive people on that poster right there. Do you see La Bestia is on there?
yep.
You know, you
Yeah,
see
you have a good roster right there. You
Mike.
have Donovan, you have Jordan Saint,
You know,
you have Michael Fain, very promising right there.
I'm gonna tell
Uh,
you, Jeff's not on the card, and he won't be there. But you bet your ass that I'm going to be in the area of the Ocean County Fair on Friday night. So
got you, definitely.
I'll be scouting out some talent there at that show. And you know, if PJ wants to, you know, discuss anything, then maybe we can do it face to face in the ring for once.
Got you. And here we go. We got Nettie in the chat. Hello, Nettie. How's it going?
And he's going to be back at our shows on the
I
street.
saw.
12
I
and
saw she made the huge announcement. She'll finally be back behind the camera there, taking some amazing pictures. So again, congratulations to Nettie on such a beautiful baby too. Saw her at the last show, and oh my god. Um, but now we speak about that. We speak about what chosen can be. And I know you're not gonna you can't tell me all the secrets here, but could we possibly see SP looking to scout a new member of the family here?
I'm always scouting members of the family, right? Like I said, I'll be there Friday night. I'll be around.
Okay.
You know, whether I'm around where you can see me or around where you can't see me, that'll be two different things. You know, I like to
Gotcha.
maintain a low profile sometimes until I have something to say. So
Understood, understood. But no, it's interesting to see because again,
I'll be scouting out. I'm always scouting out. I've got my guys at a couple people at Titan already. Honestly,
mm,
my eyes
okay,
are always open. I'm always checking things out. I've got some feelers out in other states. You know, so
got you, got you. Again, it's interesting to see just to see how strong the family's been so far. Be it again the massive Jeff Noyes, be it your son Flash, and again to see what can come from it, and again all the members, I guess we could say that haven't been talked about because I know again conversations between you and I, there are definitely more members than we can see at the moment.
yeah, and
So
you may never see any of them at Titan. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know,
yeah,
business is business. You know, if it's
understood.
dollars, it makes sense, and then we'll do that. But if it doesn't make sense at Titan, you know, you probably will never see quite a few members of the family, but
Understood.
you never know who you
Understood.
will see. That's why you got to come to Titan events because you never know who's going to show up.
Definitely, again, and that is the big thing. That's why you have to be at these events. Even again, events like this, like I said, a double feature this weekend at that chosen event. You have a lot of people that are not usually at Titan events, but again, this is how they can make it their way into a main card, into a main show like American Spirit. So it's moments like this, it's stuff like that. Again, Michael Fain showed us what he can do and went from
Yeah.
being part of Chosen to then being on a main show like Devastation and Destruction. Adonis Stone was another one.
Hmm.
Talent like that have made their way and can make that jump and again crush it as a part of the Titan roster. So you never know.
You guys
You
I've
never
had
know.
a close eye on, not to cut the corners, but
Yeah,
you know, both of them are extremely impressive. So you never know.
definitely, definitely so. But from there,
Trying to stay a little reserved tonight because you know I'm kind of irate about a lot of the stuff that's going on, and I'm trying to be nice here. So
understood.
let's get
Understood.
into it, man. Like let's start cutting into this. You know,
Got you. Let's talk about the match that has been announced here Saturday. Like you said, Jeff Noyes will be there. It is going to be big Jeff Noyes himself going head to head against. Well, unfortunately, I should say for him, former Titan Championship Wrestling middleweight champion, the greatest damn showman, Jocko. So talk us through this one,
first of
SP.
all, look at how good that put that graphic back
Oh,
up there.
we're gonna put it right back right now. Here you go.
Look at how good that American flag looks behind me. Do I look presidential or what?
Look at that. It is perfect with the picture too. Again,
A better pair of people to run for election this year, me and Jeff Noyes as president, vice president, than any of the crap they have out there.
I
You
I,
both
I will not confirm or deny. just to not I want people to
greater
continue to watch the
America,
podcast.
a greater America. Come on.
Just just to have people continue to watch this podcast here, SP.
A
I'm going
greater
to plead the fifth on this one. But we go back to
back to
American
yeah.
spirit here. Yes.
So, Jocko.
Yes.
When I was general manager, Jocko kind of lost his way. Jocko didn't really have a sense of himself. He had no self confidence, and I kind of took him aside one day backstage and kind of snapped him into reality. We had a little talk, and I kind of snapped him out of it. And the next thing you know, he's got a shot at Ray Kalitri, who was the middleweight champion at the time, and your new middleweight champion's Jocko. I was really proud of him, and he went on a hell of a run. As of late, not so much. I don't know what has gotten back into his head, but I do know that Titans made a huge mistake in putting him in the ring with the American Kaiju. Um, Not very smart, Titan. Jocko is gonna go on the shelf for a little while because there's no way in hell he's gonna make it out of that match alive in good enough shape to compete anytime soon. I don't know why they're doing this. Maybe it's because maybe Jocko wanted this. We've been stacking win after win after win after win, and what do we get for it? We get Jocko, a guy who hasn't been able to find his own way out of his own way.
Well,
Meanwhile, no. Meanwhile, PJ Savage gets Adam Deadly Sins Arsenal Ace, whatever the hell he's calling it. Who did he beat? Who has he defeated at Titan Championship Wrestling to get a shot at the heavyweight champion? Who did he beat? E-Money Millie? We beat him twice. Look at all these other jabronis that are getting shots. E-Money Millie got a shot at the heavyweight championship. Can anyone at Titan explain this to me? Now what's going to happen? We got Adam. What are we going to line all the Deadly Sins up now and give each of them a heavyweight title shot? Because I guarantee you that's what'll happen. Who's next? Blocks? I respect the hell out of Blocks, but let's go, guys. Go defend your tag titles against somebody who's worthy enough to fight against. Let's go.
Again, I understand the frustration, but I do have to acknowledge again, Jocko had an amazing reign as middleweight champion. Again,
middleweight. We're talking about a heavyweight division here. He's a middleweight.
True, but it's one of those where we can see now. I can imagine Jocko is now moving forward from the middleweight. We've seen it before. We've seen it with former lightweight champions. We've seen it with now the middleweight division. We know everyone in Titan wants the main goal is always that Titan heavyweight championship as well as the Funhouse championship. So I know Jocko is trying to make his wave now there. Again, he did everything he could in the middleweight division. Again, had an amazing reign. It ends in the hands of Aaron Roxas, which I will agree with the decision by Titan management of after that war, now putting him in a match with Jeff Noyes might not be the best for Jocko. Not because of anything of Jocko not being someone that should be in the ring with Jeff Noyes, just after one huge loss to possibly now go into another, not the best for Jocko's momentum, I would say.
Put Jocko in the ring with Adam Arsenal. Don't put him in the ring with the Kaiju. The Kaiju has one opponent that he should be getting right now, and everybody knows it. Everyone at Titan knows it. Everyone that's watching Titan knows it, because believe me, I've been getting phone calls from a lot of people. Why isn't Jeff Noyes getting a shot at PJ Savage? And there's only one answer, because Titan is afraid. They're hiding behind PJ Savage. They're letting him hide behind that championship. It's Jeff Noyes' championship to win. The King of the Monsters will be the Titan heavyweight champion. It's not a spoiler, Ray. It's a promise. It's going to happen.
Gotcha.
They can delay it all they want. They want to push it off. They want to have PJ the champion at Mount Olympus. They want to have their big winner of Mount Olympus faces PJ. Whatever they want, let's go. It's Jeff Noyes' time. stop the delaying, stop the BSing around, and give us what we deserve.
Got you.
That's right to Titan. That's right to Titan.
Again, I can imagine Titan is listening, as well as we have so many people here. As we have Liliana telling us, he's giving love here for SP.
It's my girl.
What's going on? What's going on? Oh, come on, Nettie. We have Jocko will also you. Come on.
Well, if Jocko puts his hands on me, then he knows better. Jocko ain't Wrecking Ball Legursky here, all right? SP knows how to fight a little bit.
Wait, SP, leave, chill, leave my boy Jocko alone. Well, again, SP is.
I'm not the one that asked for Jocko. We don't want Jocko. We didn't want to do this to Jocko. Okay, the sad thing is what we're gonna have to do to him, because that's what they want to put in front of us. If they want to hide PJ behind the belt, they want to hide behind all these jabronis they're giving him the face at these shows, and they want to put his best friend in the ring with us. Well, his best friend is going to pay the price for him. And he can come out ringside and watch the match if he wants. I'll put a chair out there. I'll leave him a little drink, whatever he likes. He wants a little water. He wants a little rum and Coke. I don't know what PJ drinks or not. He's got kids and stuff, But, whatever he wants. I'll leave a little chair for him with a table. I'll leave him a little magazine. He can watch firsthand what we're going to do to his friend. I'll give him a little white towel too. He can throw in at the end.
Oh, not the towel again, but here we go. We got Wes, Kyle, and Rocco saying hi as well.
Rocco.
Thank you guys for always showing support here. Liliana saying, "Do what exactly?" Well, he just said exactly what. Again, the American Kaiju, the king of the monsters himself, will do. But again, it's one of those where I'll say this because I know again it feels like it's you guys are being pushed away from title contention, but wouldn't a win over again a former middleweight champion put Jeff Noyes again higher up in the rankings here?
Should be already.
But I'm just saying.
Anybody else beat? Who's anybody else beat?
Okay.
Who's on the street? Who won the Shriners Children's Battle Royal?
Very true. Very true.
Who beat Wrecking Ball Legursky? Who's beat everybody in front of him? Who made the Seaside show what it was? Did you hear the crowd at the Seaside show? I don't know if you watched the video, right?
No, I did. I definitely did.
For the Kaiju, brother.
I can't disagree with that, but I do. And again, SP, you know how much I love you guys. You know how much I support the family as well. But I do have to bring this up that unfortunately, again, as I said with Jeff Noyes, he has not been made pin. He hasn't been pinned or made to submit.
Nope.
He unfortunately also did not pin Wrecking Ball Legursky at Devastation and Destruction.
Wins the win, man. Wins the win.
I agree. Again, in the
record book, brother.
I agree. I know. And again, I've used that countless times as well. I said it on commentary. Again, a win is a win.
Referee's decision is final.
No, it is. It is. But I have to bring that up because I can imagine. I'm trying to explain what I would assume Titan management is thinking.
They don't think. You know what they think? How could we protect PJ this show? How could we protect PJ? How could we protect the Deadly Sins this show? Charlie, Billy's got his little deal, a little side something going on with Frankie there. I don't know what's going on there.
Well, yeah, I remember again the last Titan week we had the discussion with Billy, we had the discussion with Frankie, and I still don't know what's going on here. I'm still
going on, Ray. This has been going on since I became the GM, man. It's been one disrespect after another. I basically created Mount Olympus. I bring my son Flash Carter in. He's the best high flyer in the company. He wins a vote. They say Daniel Alexander won the vote. They put him in a 4-way for the championship in a ladder match in Hoboken. He basically won that match. He had the win stolen from him at the end. Beautiful performance. And then how does he get rewarded? They take him out of the next 4-way. Well, because he's associated with me, I guess people are going to attack and disparage anybody that's associated with me, apparently, because it seems like Titan management has a problem with me. It almost seems. It doesn't seem like it's with the Kaiju or with Flash Carter or with whoever I'm associated with. It's me. Let's look at the track record,
could it again? Now again, like I said, I don't want to point any fingers. I don't want to say anything.
I'll point
Uh,
them.
I
Billy, Mac, Charlie, Aunt G is cool. I'll ride with Aunt G anytime. But yeah, man, they all got, and maybe whoever else behind the scenes, that's making decisions, they all have a problem with me, right? But you know what? I don't care. I don't
no,
care
what I was gonna get to by me saying I don't want to point fingers is also just could it be unfortunately because of statements you've made. Again, as GM, you knew what to try to keep Titan in order. But unfortunately, since the reins have been taken away, and as you said on one of the last episodes we did, you no longer have any strings attached. You are now free to say as you will, but unfortunately, that may come with some consequences. And I think now we are seeing said consequences in this, as we've put it, mistreatment.
so I get punished for telling it like it is.
No, I am not saying that that is what's happening.
Oh, it's
I,
what's happening, Raymond.
I
It's what's happening, and it's clear as day. And we don't need to go any further into it because you know what? Us talking about it not going to make anything better. It's not going to make anything better. I tell you. And you know what's going to make things better when Jeff Noyes gets his title shot and he holds that championship above his head, and everything is right in the world.
Hey, again, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see when the title match does happen. Hopefully, I'm there to call it. I would love to be able to call another.
I hope I'm
Uh,
still alive. I mean, I'm getting older by the day, man. I might be a
uh,
citizen by that time. Who knows?
oh man, but again, it is one of those where I like I said, I have to be unbiased and say though, if Jeff Noyes is able to continue win after win, it is the inevitable that he has to receive a championship match. Especially
You think?
like we've heard because of this era now, it is the Savage era, right? PJ Savage was a person that did the same. He was going match after match, win after win, till he finally faced Anthony Gangone and won said Funhouse and Titan Championship Wrestling Heavyweight Championships. It has to be one of those where I can imagine if PJ truly wants to say he is the best at Titan, he has to face someone like the American
Anthony,
Kaiju
but
himself.
Anthony Gangone was champion. Let's not beat around the bush here. He faced everybody that he could. He
Yep.
faced Ultimo Dragon and Johnny Moran in a triple threat match.
Yep, that is correct. And look at that. We have the boss man himself. What's
There's
going on,
yeah,
Billy?
yeah. Hi, Billy. Yeah, good to see you, pal. Anthony Gangone defended against everybody. He never hid behind a championship. Okay. Yes, Rocco is the new Deadly Sinless, but he never hid behind his championship. PJ's wrestling E Money Millie. Like the kid's barely out of wrestling school, and he's getting heavyweight. Like Ray. I'm not trying to like say the guys that deserve a shot don't deserve a shot, But E Money Millie gets like he hasn't won a match at Titan. I don't think.
Well,
I
it's
don't think he's won a match. Flash Carter beat him.
I
Takashi
cannot recall,
twice.
unfortunately.
Adam Ace beat him, or whatever the hell his name is nowadays.
Yeah. No, he did. He did. I was
Adam,
there at the last show. He defeated him
and
after the match even being restarted by Theo Mac.
and still. So you know what? We'll just keep beating whoever they have in front of us. And like I said, this Saturday it's going to be Jocko, and his blood is going to be on Teo Mac's hands, and his blood is going to be on Billy's hands, and his blood is going to be on PJ's hands because there will be blood.
Again, it's I can't even disagree with you here. I can't disagree with you here. I've tried to again try to play both sides here in a sense, just to try to see what we can do. But unfortunately, again,
The
it's
evidence
hard
is
to
there,
question. Yeah,
right? The evidence is there. I mean, all you have to do is look at
yeah.
Jeff's record and look at these jabronis that they're giving PJ Savage. And not don't get me wrong. I was one of PJ's biggest supporters. Before PJ left Titan, when he was here and then he was gone for a little while. Guess who kept in touch with PJ Savage? I did. Guess who showed up at shows where I was definitely not welcome? I was definitely not welcome. And if I walked into now, I'd probably get beat up by 2 or 3 people. But I showed up there. And why did I do it? PJ Savage and Jocko and Face, you know? And now look at what Titan does to me. They put me in a battle with Face. They put me in a battle with Jocko. They put me in a battle with PJ Savage. You know, so I know PJ. I know him well, and he definitely has earned being the champion. He battled his way to the championship, but it's almost like Rocky Balboa, man. Like he fought his way there, and then he's just fighting paper since then. He's fighting paper.
Wait,
Spider
are we calling Mike Donovan paper here?
No,
Or
Mike
my
Donovan.
apologies. No.
Donovan's
Um,
different. Donovan knows I'm good friends. Don't try to start trouble, Ray, with
no,
people
I'm
associated with.
this is what I'm supposed to do here. Am I not SP?
Donovan is a top tier talent,
Okay.
and like I said, credit, there, but
No, I have to bring it up because again, there have been again, I can agree with questioning Friday's challenger. However, when it comes to devastation and destruction, when it comes to the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan, my correction on the name, my apologies. Um, but when it comes to that, it's again he has faced some great competition, be it Joey
I was a
Conway.
little busy that night to pay attention to what
I
PJ Savage was doing. But
I saw. I unfortunately saw what happened, and again, I'm glad to again see you doing good.
yeah,
But he has faced again, likes of Donovan. He's faced Joey Conway. He's faced a legend in Joel Maximo. So it hasn't been just a slow road either, you know?
none of those guys none of those guys are PJ Savage. They're not. But none of those guys are Jeff Noyes either. So
Gotcha. No, again, I just have to bring up the
he
facts. Like
got,
you said, we're showing the stats here.
he's faced a few. Credit to you, Ray, for being the consummate journalist that you are, for bringing that to my attention. But when he's facing guys like E Money Millie and these other jabronis, I mean, come on.
Gotcha. No, again, I have to I like I said, I can't disagree with you, but I also have to bring up
I
all
really
the
don't.
facts
I
for
really
those
don't
at home.
care who he's faced in the past because I'm not focused on the past, Ray. If I was
Gotcha.
focused on the past, I'd be talking about me wrestling quick count Mike Dillon in like 2009, or the Honky Tonk Man throwing me over the top rope and giving me a sports hernia for a year, and I was out of the ring. I'm not worried about the past here.
Gotcha.
Right?
No, again.
I'm not talking
Understood.
about Danny DeMonto powerbombing me into oblivion once. All right.
Shout out to Danny DeMonto, man. His birthday's coming up soon.
We've had our ups and downs, man. But me and D, we've been rolling for a long time. So.
But again, it's one of those, like I said, not trying to start anything up here, not trying to argue with you. Again, we're just bringing up the facts. Again, this is the cordial conversation.
Got the future here.
No, I got you. I definitely. And here we go, Billy bringing up a point I said as well. Jocko is a former middleweight champion, and that's what I said, Billy. I brought it up.
Former middleweight. By the way, how many former middleweight champions still work at Titan? Go ahead. I'll wait. You can count. I know 3 that aren't here anymore. Oh, they're the last 3. Where's Jocko heading? Guess what? He's going to be gone after Saturday. You're going to have 4 former middleweight champions that don't work for this company anymore. Go ahead. Look at the tapes. Go look at the evidence. I'll probably I'm going to get it for that one. You talk about me saying stuff I shouldn't be saying, Ray? Yeah.
And this is what I was alluding to earlier, SP.
Let's get to business here. Let's get off this because we know what's up. Okay, we know that they're protecting PJ.
Here we go. We got our friends at Constant Wrestling.
Much
love, Constant Wrestling. Thank you so much. Let's talk about that because I know you definitely have.
Let's get to something a little more positive here before I blow my top.
Definitely. Let's talk about that, SP. Again, Constant Wrestling as well, bringing a huge event. Their very first event coming up this July 27th. A stacked card, a stacked roster announced so far, featuring a lot of Titan members as well. You have the likes of Anthony Gangone on that card. You have the likes of just so many, including AEW's own Jay Lethal. Unfortunately, it was announced yesterday. Jordan Oliver will no longer be able to compete at that event, but
that's my guy right there. So, he's out 9 to 12 months because he's got too strong of a heart to not wrestle. Is basically what happened. He didn't want to take the time off. Maybe that youth got a little ahead of him there. But he's a smart kid and he'll be back and you'll see him on TV.
No, definitely,
Of
definitely.
course.
So I can't wait to see when Jordan does return. But again, you have a stat card there. Even the TCW Goddesses of War Championship being defended there at Constant Wrestling again is going to be a huge event. Talk us a little bit about that, SP, and
There's
your thoughts on what's happening at Constant.
there's one more person from Titan that's going to be a part of that show.
Is there?
The Zebra King
Ooh,
will be putting on the stripes once again, and I will be officiating with Ryan T that night.
nice, nice, nice.
And we do have a third that his name is slipping my mind right now, and I'm sure that Arcadia will maybe pop it on here in a second. I'm only hanging on to Jeff's legacy. Yeah.
Well, again, you have said some things. So Billy was
Oh,
owed, I guess,
listen,
one comment
I've been
here.
friends with Jeff longer than Billy has been watching professional wrestling. All right. When Billy was sitting in the crowd at UWA with his kids watching me referee,
There we
I
go.
was already friends with Jeff for 10 years.
There you go. Rich George is the third referee.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
George. Um, I'm not going to let Billy sit here and try to divide me and my friend. We run deeper than wrestling. So I'm not even going to acknowledge that comment anymore. That his legacy, that's I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Jumbo's in the comments.
There we go. We got Jumbo Ref in the chat, but also look at this. Block saying, "Hey, SP in the building with the pipe bombs." It again. We give SP a live
Oh,
mic. This is what happens. This is what happens here.
that's why I
Uh,
like Blocks. Blocks knows what's up. Blocks is out there clapping cheeks. Blocks is out there doing his thing, and he don't talk shit about SP or the family. Now his other two buddies, is Frankie cosplaying Frankie Picard over there, Captain Picard, and his buddy Adam Arsenal. They like to talk a little smack on Facebook, but Blocks knows what's up. He's got my respect.
Oh, and we spoke about that. We have spoken about both the family and the deadly sins staying away from each other, just
Yeah.
keeping their own business, doing what they have to do,
Well,
and it's been successful for both sides.
the problem is now they're giving all these guys heavyweight championship matches. So I mean, if they're gonna be in the Kaiju's way, then business is business, like I said.
Well, again, that is the unfortunate scenario. If it does happen, if it comes down to it, it will. Again, the name of the game is to become the top competitor in Titan. So if it comes to that, we shall see where it goes. But I can imagine everyone wants to remain as cordial and just keep their own business. Again, it's been productive for the Deadly Sins being the current reigning TCW Tag Team Champions. Again, it's been productive for the family with again Jeff Noyes still undefeated. So we shall see. We shall see what happens in the future. Like we said, we're focusing on the future of Titan Enterprises.
Future, looking forward.
So again, like we've heard, the Zebra King will be back. That
Yes.
is going to be July 27th. Constant Wrestling. Again, a lot of announcements to come, including some new matchups, new pairings, especially who will face Jay Lethal now. Stay tuned. Also,
It's me.
I was gonna say, SP, you sure you want to face Jay Lethal?
Maybe about 15, 16 years ago when I first met him, that we might have been the same weight way back when.
But also, again, a match I'm definitely looking forward to, and I can imagine you are as well, SP, is the tribute to JAP, the wild card match that will be happening on July 27th. Already announced for that match, the Notorious 1A7 Homicide, and so much more. I can't wait to see what happens on July 27th. Again, we are still giving away tickets, so we'll be giving away another pairing as well. We gave away one pair. We'll be giving another very soon. You're going to have to stay up to date with all things Respect the Craft and Constant Wrestling to see how you can win 2 more ringside seats.
Jersey All Pro somewhere. I never got to work. I always wanted to work there for Frank, and unfortunately passed away before we got the chance to make it happen. We had actually spoken not too long before he passed. He was at a show. May have been a Titan show. I don't. Might have been. No, it was probably SWF back then. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it would have had to be for timing wise.
Yeah, because Titan hadn't been started yet. But yeah, we talked backstage and stuff, and he was going to do another show, and they did do one more show after that. I think Mac had a big hand in running that.
Yep, that was the
And I
one right before. Yeah.
yeah, they already had it booked out, but, if they do something and at this constant show, if I'm lucky enough to get to referee that match, I mean, that would mean a great deal to me because that was a company that I respected a lot, and, everybody who worked there, the referees, some of them are in the WWE now, Ref Bennett's there, so, a lot of great workers and a lot of guys I respected highly, so,
Definitely. Again, the who's who that went through those doors at JAP. Again, a lot of the same people, like you said, you see now
yeah,
in WWE. A lot of people you see at AEW, and again, you see all over the independent circuit that have made their way or have been influenced by JAP, myself included. Like again, we had the glory days of someone I know you're not too fond of right now, Theo Mack.
I
Um,
no problem with Mac.
again, just from what you've said, it doesn't feel like you guys are on the best relationship at the moment.
Honestly, he's been wrestling so much lately, I don't know how much he's been setting his shows up.
Again, it's
I mean, I think it's been a lot of Billy, because Max had his hands full the last few shows with matches.
he's been again. It's that issue with the deadly sins. I brought that up on commentary as well. It's one of those where he has to also be impartial, and I'm seeing his hands a little too much in the situation. Again, just giving my opinion, not trying to
Well,
to.
he's I did name him the new GM when I resigned, and I did it for a reason because Mac is somebody who can handle the job, but he's starting to see the stresses of that job now where things happen to me and I don't have Mac's size and stature, so I couldn't do the things that he's doing in retaliation. But look at himself. He's putting himself in matches. He's going at it with these guys. He's having street fights and stuff. So he's seeing the stresses of that job. So we'll see how long he can balance wrestling and being the general manager. That'll be interesting to me.
Understood. Again, that is one job I'm glad not to have. I will stay at my lovely position when needed at commentary. Even then, though, I definitely felt the stress of certain competitors getting a little too close to our commentary desk at Devastation and Destruction night one, and I already had some issues apparently with people that I did not know I had. So it's
Right?
it's interesting.
You tell me who's giving you problems at Titan, brother. You're part of the family. I mean, let's get real.
I always appreciate SP. Always again, you were a little busy though. You were a little busy, unfortunately, when everything was was going down. But what's going on, William? What's going on? Thank you again for tuning
Well,
in here.
three
What's going
nothing
on?
Phillies. By the way, they're up on the Dodgers right now.
Hey,
But
there
I
you
let
go. There you
everybody
go.
know that.
There you go. There you go. But SP, as we start winding this down, though, again, you're a busy man. We got to let you get ready for again this huge weekend coming up. I do have to ask that, like you said, you named Mac the GM. How has that transition been now for you, though? Now getting to have full eyes set on the family, getting to be a part of that side of things. How has that been for you? Do you is there any regrets of stepping away from the GM position?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I stepped away because I wanted to focus on Flash's career. Flash dislocated his elbow, so he's still on the shelf for a little while here. He's going to be starting medical school too this summer, so I don't know how much wrestling is going to be in his immediate future right now. But luckily, I got in touch with my man Jeff Noyes, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, right? Well, maybe for some Titan heavyweight gold.
There you go. Again, that conquest toward that continues this weekend. Again, if you guys can make it, it will be American Spirit as Titan Championship Wrestling returns here. It will be Big Jeff Noyes going head to head with Jocko, but it begins on Friday as again Titan Enterprise presents Chosen Mayhem on the midway there. Again, you're not going to want to miss either of these events and what Titan has coming up next. But also, don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you're following good old SP on all of his social media right there. SP the referee on Instagram and at SP the referee on
Follow me.
X.
Follow me.
And then all the links to those will also be in the description down below, as well as to follow Titan and all things Titan Enterprises. SP, as always, thank you again for joining us, brother, and everyone watching. As always, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft, and we'll see you guys at 10 p.m. as we'll be joined by the great Jordan Castle. Till then, guys, peace.